You will need 2 players for this, yourself and at least 1 partner. The requirements for this ritual are simple. You need 1 quiet room with a door, 1 television. The older, the better. Analog is ideal. 1 remote control. Doesn't necessarily have to be the one that came with the television. 1 item of personal significance. 1 favorite book. A key. Any key. Even a blank one. 1 cell phone. 1 weapon. A hammer is a good choice. Set up the television in a quiet room. Turn the television on. Tune it to any channel that does not receive. Static if you're using an analog. Leave the room. Do not enter it for 3 hours. If you live with other people, make sure they stay out of it too. While you are waiting for the 3 hours to pass, gather the following items. The item of personal significance, the book, the key, the cell phone, and the weapon. Call your partner and have them come over. Gather your partner, or partners, outside the quiet room. Items in hand, enter the room, leaving your partner outside. Close the door behind you. Settle yourself in front of the television. Keep your eyes on the screen. Stay there until you begin to feel different. Disorientated might be a good way to describe it, but the experience differs from person to person. When you've reached the right mental state, call your partner into the room. Select the one who means the most to you, should you have brought more than 1, and hand the item of personal significance to them. Send your partner outside the room. Instruct them to not come back in until you've opened the door yourself, regardless of what they may or may not hear from the inside. Close the door. Face away from the television and listen closely. If you hear silence, do not proceed. If you hear a noise, pick up the remote control and turn to face the television. A yes or no question will be displayed on the screen. Answer it with the remote. Press the channel up for yes and the channel down for no. Answer truthfully. Do this for as many questions as they appear on the screen. At the conclusion of the questions, 1 or 3 things will happen. If your favorite show appears on the screen, watch it. It will be difficult, but do not look away no matter what you might see. If the image of a person or thing you hate most in the world appears on the screen, pick up your weapon and destroy the television. If you look around you and you feel like something is off, pick up the cell phone, the key, and the book. They will be available to you here. Then exit your room. Find the nearest public building, open the door with the key, and enter it. Inside the building, find a room with only 1 way in or out. Enter it and close the door behind you, sit down, and read your book. If you hear nothing, do not proceed. If you hear footsteps, wait until they fade out of auditory range, then begin to count out loud to 250. Listen. If you hear 3 knocks, open the door. If you hear 4 knocks, repeat the words, "I forbid you" twice, then open the door. You open the door and you see no one, do not proceed. But if you see a statue of the person you love outside, destroy the statue. Exit the building. Then look at the moon. This is where the path splits. If you see the pink moon, take out your cell phone and call your 3rd most recent contact. If you see a pink full moon, take out your cell phone and call a random number. Before the person on the other end picks up, bite your tongue straight through. If you see a green half moon, remove your clothing, run home, and don't look back. We'll get to the last one later. After completing any of those 3 scenarios, you will have reached channel infinity. You may now do any of the following. You can 1. Press the guide function on your remote control and select the show you believe will answer your most pressing questions. Watch that carefully. 2. Continue watching the static or no signal screen. Pay close attention to what, if anything, appears. If you look at it the right way, it, too, will answer your most pressing questions. 3. Something else. Anything else. You decide. Turn the television off and leave the room. The Infinity Channel is a very simple ritual. Its complications lie with the person itself and whether or not they have the luck to proceed. You can do everything right and still fail, so there's not much I can do for you for this ritual in and of itself. However, there are some things that not even I can help you with.